Niwot's here, and we are so excited to have you. How excited are you?
I'm very excited for this opportunity.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, Will. Niwot Newbies fans, it's been a while since we've had our last episode. We are going to have 2 episodes airing this week, so make sure to check it out. One with Will and one with another special surprise guest, so make sure to check it out. But let's get right into it, Will. So our first question, Will, for you, where are you from? Have you lived in Colorado your whole life? And what really has been so far your life in the first 14 years?
My life's been pretty good. I've lived in Colorado my whole life. My dad's from Colorado. My mom's from Wisconsin/Seattle. It's been good. Went to Boulder Country Day for middle school, and I go to Niwot for high school.
All right.
What was your biggest struggle at Boulder Country Day, and what was your biggest, the best thing that happened? Worst and best.
Which should I start?
Whichever you wish.
All right, we're gonna start with worst. So we had this teacher. Her name was Miss Rove.
No, like a personal struggle. Like just like a broader. Just whatever you want.
Let's see. Does it have to be there? Or can it just be like?
It can be anything.
Let's see. My grandma died. That was a pretty hard struggle. I mean, I had to get through it, and yeah.
One question that we like to ask here on the podcast is, what was your first day of school like? I think for a lot of people it was scary. Did you know a lot of people? What was it like?
At Niwot?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a pretty good day actually. I knew like a fair amount of people, but I got to know more. Like Landon right here. And just through like sports, if anybody like is not a freshman and you want to come to a high school, I would recommend doing sports to meet people. That's definitely how it went.
All right. What is something you would ask your younger self, or what is something you would tell your younger self? Biggest piece of advice.
I would tell my younger self to stop wearing long socks and probably wear shorter socks, like ankle length, like here, because the longer ones look kind of like long and a little bit
Yeah, but I feel like another big question that we also like to ask is, what was something that you felt like proud of yourself that you want to tell your younger self? Like, hey man, like we got this. Like, what would you tell your younger self? Like, from what you've done so far?
I would just say like, hey man, we've got this. We can push through and make high school.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right. So far we're a semester into high school. What has been the biggest thing you've had to adjust to?
The biggest thing I've had to adjust to is probably the size, because at Boulder Country Day there were 3 other kids in my grade, so now there's like 300 or something. So yeah, it's been pretty good. I mean, there's some kids here, and there's also like some kids in upper grades and some kids in lower grades here. So.
What do you think has been your favorite experience so far here?
My favorite experience has been it's definitely been like the sports teams, I'd say.
Oh yeah, what sports do you play?
What sports do I play? I play hockey, basketball, lacrosse, and...
Wait, we didn't put any?
Hey,
so.
Only one.
Golf.
All right. So what
No,
is
wait, you're
high
right.
of your season?
I know, I saw.
The high of my season was probably making the team.
I know, we see.
I was landing right here.
It's honestly more embarrassing to be on the field than to not.
So far throughout high school, who's been your biggest help and like biggest supporter?
Like a kid or a teacher?
Whatever.
I gotta give a shout out to Wild. He's probably been my biggest motivation.
And me.
And Nick, just for being such a big motivation.
What about me, actually?
I'd say like my biggest motivations have been Tori Biffle and Noah Project, because they've been distracting me in my academic studies, and it's been hard to like focus and maintain it.
Why do we distract you?
Guys, can you guys restart,
so
please?
Before we end this live stream here, just a couple more questions for you. First off, what would be one thing that you could tell the viewers out there for advice, especially because a lot of younger 8th graders that are coming to Niwot watch our podcast next year? What would you like to tell them about what the Niwot Christmas experience is like?
I would probably tell them that you don't need to be afraid. there's definitely some weird kids. Another shout out to Tori Nicole. But other than that, it's a pretty good experience if you stay away from like the bad crowds. Shout out to North Quebec.
All right. Well,
wait, last question.
I like this question.
What would you like to tell the whole entire high school, not one as a Laiter member? Just like one.
yeah. What's like an quote?
It'd probably be like stay hard, with academics and
it's okay. There's no
sports. You just gotta stay locked in, carry the boat, and stay hard.
All right. Thank you for watching our podcast.
Niwot!
Stay hard.